everyone, this is Lena Nguyen. I hope that everyone is doing well and stay safe. Today I would like to present to you a topic of music harmony. So let's get to it. Music consists of three main elements: melody, rhythm, and harmony. For example, down here this is the music sheet, and let's listen to it. Music has both a vertical and a horizontal component. The vertical component is harmony, the horizontal component is counterpoint, and today we will focus on harmony only. Harmony is the combination of simultaneously sounded musical notes to produce chords and chord progressions. A harmony is created when multiple pitches are being played at the same time. When we talk about harmony, we are generally talking about chords which occur any time when we have two or more notes played at the same time. For example, the chords above, we have C major, F major, G major, B diminished, C major, G major, and C major. So as we can see, the C major chord can be built by two notes, which is G and E, or it can add the third note down here, which is we have E as the base and then G and also C. So let's listen to it to see how it sounds like. In common practice music, chords tend to progress in consistent and thus predictable pattern. Functions of chords is very important in music. Function refers to the tendency of a chord to progress to certain other chords. This system of chord relationship is called functional tonality. Functional tonality is the sense of a tonic produced by harmonic function. Functional harmony is a theory of tonal music that regards all harmonies as functioning as essentially tonic, subdominant, or dominant. For example, the diagram in the key of C major, we see all the chords within the key of C major, and there are also a Roman numbers underneath of them to represent them. So we see here we have C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C major. And underneath of them are the capital number and lowercase number, the uppercase and lowercase number. And we will talk about that in the next slide. So if it's an uppercase number, then we will have major chords. Like in this example, we have uppercase for 1, 4, 5, and back to 1. So we have C major, F major, G major, and C major. And if we see a lowercase numeral, then we have a minor chord, which is 2, 3, and 6 for D minor, E minor, and A minor. And if it's a lowercase with a little diminished symbol, then it's a diminished chord. Like we have here is 7 diminished, which is B diminished chord. So how do we know which chord to go together? So the way it works is that we have tonic chords, which is the 1 and the 3 chord. And it's just like the home base. So when we build the tonic chord, and then later we're gonna have subdominant and dominant chords. So dominant chords is the 5 and the 7. So it normally go from tonic to subdominant and go to dominant, and from dominant it's go back to the tonic. And the last group is the subdominant chords. It's like everything else. So it include the 2, the 4, and the 6. So let's do a quick summary. In the keys of C major, we have C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C major. Let's go back to the tonic. And below every chord name, we have either uppercase number or lowercase number or lowercase with diminished symbol. And we also have T stand for tonic, SD stand for subdominant, and D stand for dominant. Please keep this in mind because we're going to use this guideline for some example in the later slides. So this is the chord charts in sequence. From tonic, which is the one chord is can go to the 5 and the 4 and vice versa, or it can go to the 3 chords and from 3 go to 4 or go to 6, and then from 4 can go to 2 or go to 5, or from 6 can go to 5 as well, and then from the 5 chord, which is the dominant chord, let's go back to the bass, which is the tonic. Or we can use this one as well. So from chord 1, the 1 chord and 3 chords is called tonic, and then we have 2, 4, and 6 for subdominant, and then we have the 5 chord and 7 diminished for dominant. So we see here from the bass it can go everywhere. It can go to the subdominant or it can go to the dominant chord. And from dominant is go back to the bass, which is go to the tonic, or from subdominant is go to the dominant chords as well. So let's take a look at the chords in C major. I'm using C major chords because it's a simple one. It doesn't have any sharp or flat. So from C we start with C and then we go up to D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and the way we build the chord, we go from chord 1 to 3 and to 5. So over here we have C major, which is C and E and G, or the next one is D minor, which is D, F, and A, and etc. So we will have some specific example in the next slides. When we talk about these rules, it's not a set of rules that we have to follow completely at any time. This is just a guideline that we can follow, and normally it's go from the dominant to tonic. We call it cadence. And let's listen to what we have over here is from dominant, which is the 5 chords of G major, go to the first one, go to chord 1, which is C major. The first example of cadences is we go from tonic to subdominant to dominant and go back to tonic. So we have 1, 4, 5, and 1, which is C major, F major, G major, and go back to C major. Let's listen to it to see how it sounds like. And now let's double the subdominants. So we have tonic, we go to subdominant and another subdominant, then dominant and back to tonic. So from 1 to 4 to 2 to 5 and back to 1. So C major, F major, D minor, G major, and C major. Let's see how it sounds. In the third example, it's a little longer than the first two, so we're gonna double the tonic and then triple the subdominant and then dominant and tonic. So we have 1, 3, 6, 4, 2, 5, and 1. So C major, E minor, A minor, F major, D minor, G major, and C major. Even though normally the dominant chord will go back to the tonic, but we have some exceptions. The first one is going to be the deceptive cadence. So instead of going to the tonic, the dominant chord will go to a subdominant instead. So let's listen to the deceptive cadence from 5 to 6, and which is from G major to A minor. Let's take a look at the example for deceptive cadence. So we go from tonic to subdominant to dominant and subdominant. So from 1 to 4 to 5, and instead of go back to 1, we go to 6. So C major, F major, G major, and A minor. Even though it doesn't follow the regular rule, it sounds very pretty the way it is. And let's take a look at the second exception, which is the plagal cadence. So from subdominant, instead of going to dominant and then go to tonic, this plagal cadence is going to go from subdominant directly to the tonic. So from 4 to 1, in this case, it's going to be F major to C major. For example, down here we have tonic, go to subdominant, another subdominant, and go directly to tonic. So we have 1 to 2 to 4 and to 1. So C major, D minor, F major, and C major. Let's see if it sounds pretty or not. Well, that is the very basic information about music harmony that I would like to share with you today. I hope you find it useful, and I'm looking forward for your feedback. Once again, thank you, Dr. Love, for all of the audios that you provide for this presentation. Thank you everyone for watching. I wish you a good day. Stay safe and keep in touch. We'll see you next time.